Hello Year 6 and welcome to our first math lesson back after the half-term holidays. Now this week we are going to be looking at measure things, but not length and capacity and weight. We're actually going to be looking at time for the majority of it, okay, and things to do with that. So today what we are going to do is we're going to be looking at solving problems involving time. Now I am very aware that time is a really funny one. So in our class we'll have some people who are great at time. We'll have some people who really struggle to look at a clock and know what time it is. So in the video, I'm going to start off quite basic and then work our way up, okay? And if you can't tell the time, today is the day to learn how to, okay? Today is the day to learn how to. Some of the stuff you get taught in maths, I'll be honest with you, you won't use that much when you're older, but time is going to be one of those things you will use every single day. So let's get in to my screen and we can look at a bit of time stuff.
Okay, so like I said, we are looking at solving problems involving time. But before we can get into the solving problems, we need to be able to read a clock. So, firstly, let's look at this analog clock. Now, I know that for many of us, we will confidently be able to look at this. But time is a funny one, like even this morning. So, Joel is allowed to come downstairs at 7:15. Now, he can't really tell the time yet. But he has got a clock in his room. And he's got an analog clock like this and a digital clock. And he said to me, so 7:15 is when he can come down. I said, Daddy, can I go? And I was like, no, Joe, 7:15. So what time does that say on my clock? Well, it's when it says 7:45. No, sorry, 6:40. See, now I'm messing it up. 6:45, or it's when the big hand on the analog clock points to the 9. Now, can you see that even in that sentence, I've said 7:15, 7:45, 6:45, and then something about hitting a 9. And it's all a bit confusing. So what I'm going to do today is try and break it down into its simplest form. So first thing, when we get an analog clock, is work out if it is past or if it is to. Now, if it is on, I'm always thinking about the big hand here. If it's on this side of the clock, it is going to be a past time, okay? It's going to be a past time. So I'm going to put that just here, okay? Then the next thing we work out is how many minutes past or to. And for this, we don't worry about these numbers because these are hours. It's all going to be going around in fives. So we know that it's something past. Then we know we count round and see how many minutes it is. So it's 5, 10. So it is 10 past something, okay? This time is 10 past something. And then the last one, we work out which hour it is past or to. And to do that, we look at the hour hand, which is the smaller one. Now, let's say I put this one here. Hopefully you can see that it is down here and it is gone just past the 7. Okay, so this time is 10 past 7. Let me just run through those steps real quick. So is it past or to? Well, the minutes hand's on this side, so it's a past. How many minutes past? We count round in fives. 5, 10. So it's 10 past. And then which hour has it just gone past? It's just gone past 7. Right, let me do another couple or three of these really quickly. So let's say that this is now here and this is now here. Okay, so is it past or is it to? Well, the minute hand is on this side of the clock, so it is a to time. Okay, it is to. Then we work out how many minutes past or to is it. Well, if I count round this way, that tells me how many minutes past. But on this one, we're counting round how many minutes to. So I'll count round 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's 25 to, and then we look at which hour it's going towards, okay, not which one it's gone past. So if it's going around this way, you'll hopefully agree it's gone way past the 1, and it is heading towards, it is heading to 2. So this time it's 25 to 2. Let's just do one more really quick. Let's say we got it to here. And let's say this one is here. Okay, so is it past or is it to? Well, the minute hand, the long one, is on this side, so it is to. It is something to something. Then we work out, well, how many minutes to is it? So we count back. 5, now I can't get to the 10, so I'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means it is 8 minutes to. And then we look at which hand it's going, the hour hand now is which one's it going towards, and it's going towards 5. So it was 8 minutes to 5. If you're really unsure about that, spend some time today trying to work out how to tell the time on the clock. Right, digital time. Some say it might save it easier. So in this one, we look at which hour it's past, and it's always going to be on this side. So we know that it is past 8, so it's so many minutes past 8, and then this is always going to be past. So it's always minutes past. Okay. 2012 and 24-hour digital clock is always written in minutes past. It's never written in minutes to. Okay, never, ever, ever. So, if I had a time that looked like this, 10:35, that would tell me that it's 35 minutes past 10. Now, if that was a 24-hour clock, that tells us that it's in the morning because it's not past 12. 12 o'clock is the middle of the day, so anything after that would be, so that is going to be 10:35 a.m. Now, let's just say that I switch this up and I made this to 4:50 p.m. Okay, p.m. tells me that it's in the afternoon, it's after 12. Now, the minutes hand is going to be exactly the same because it's still 50 minutes past the hour. This is a 24-hour clock. Okay. Now, it's 4 hours plus the 12 from this morning. So 4 hours in the afternoon plus the 12 from this morning is 16. 4 out of 12 is 16. So on a 24-hour clock, 4:50 p.m. is 16:50. Okay? 16:50. Let me just do one more one here. So let's say I'm on 21:06. Okay? Now, I'm working out what time it is on here. Now, because it's past 12, because the hour is past 12, that means that it must be in the afternoon. So what time is 21 then? Well, if I take away the 12 hours from this morning, do 21 take away 12. So I'm going to have to copy this over. 21 take away 12 is 9. So I know that it is 9 something. The minutes past stays the same. And because it's in the afternoon, it's PM, it's got to be 9:06 PM. Okay? Let's quickly look at some of these. So 25 minutes past 6 in the morning. So 25 minutes past 6 in the morning. Let's say I'm going to call this one the 24-hour one. I'm going to call this one the 12 one. Okay. So let's do this one first. If it's 25 minutes past, straight away that tells me that is going to be 25. Because remember, digital clock is always in past. Now it is past 6 in the morning. So it's going to go past 6 and it's in the morning. So it is AM. On my 24-hour clock, it's still going to be 25 minutes past. And because it's a morning time, we don't need to worry about adding 12 or anything. So this is still going to be 6, but because it's 24-hour, we write it as 06. Now on here, 25 minutes past. So past is going to be on this side. And it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it's past 6. So this needs to go past 6, and it's kind of getting close to halfway around, so it's going to be like that. Let's look at this one. I don't want this video to end up lasting like 20 minutes. 10 minutes to 7 in the evening. Let's do this one first. So 10 minutes to 7. So it's going to be on this side because it's on the, is it Daisy? This side because it's on the 2, and I'm going to count back 10 minutes. So 5, 10. It's 10 minutes to. That 10 is just like, don't think, oh, it's 9 minutes to, so that means it must be to the 9. It doesn't work like that, okay? And it's going towards 7. So I'm going to move this round. I'm not putting it past 7. It's going towards 7. Now, this is the tricky bit. So it's 10 minutes to 7. Now, if it was going to 7, I can't put 7 here. Well, do you know what? Some people write something like this. 10 minutes to 7, because they just don't concentrate, okay? Now this is always the hour past. So if it's going towards 7, that means it's gone past 6. Okay? If it's going towards 7, it's gone past 6. Then we need to work out how many minutes passed. Well, if there's 60 minutes in an hour, and I've still got 10 more to go until I get to the full hour, it's 60 take away 10. Or I could count on this way, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's 6:50, and because it's in the evening, it is PM. And then on this one, it's still 50 minutes past. Now it's the 6 hours, because it's the evening, we've got 12 hours from this morning, so I'm doing 6 at 12, so it's 18:50. Okay? Right, let's look at some problems. Children in year 6 arrive at 8:50 AM and go home at 3:15 PM. how many hours are they at school for? Now, generally, never, ever, ever, ever use column methods when you're looking at stuff for time, because column methods work when we're going up to 10 or whatever, but in time we're going up to 60 or we're going up to 12 or it's all over the place. Use a number line. So 8:50. Now what I'm going to do is count up to a sensible thing. So I'm going to add 10 minutes and that's going to get me to 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 a.m. Then I'm going to count on to the middle of the day, so 12 p.m. And how many hours is that? Well, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 3 hours. Then from 12 until 3, 12, 1, 2, 3. I'm adding another 3 hours. That gets me to 3 p.m. And then I've got to add another 15 minutes to get to 3:15. And then how much I've added up all together? Well, 3 hours plus 3 hours is 6 hours, plus the 15, 3 hours 15. Oh, sorry, 6 hours 15 plus that. 6 hours and 25 minutes is how long you spend at school. That is true. Next one. Mr. Simonson needs to be at work for 10 minutes to 8 when he's at, sorry, Mr. Simonson needs to be at school for 10 minutes to 8 when he's at school, as in like when I'm not working from home. It takes him 43 minutes to drive to work. What time does he need to set off? So 10 minutes to 8 is going to be 7, okay, because it's got, I'm doing a 24-hour clock. 7, and it's 10 minutes to, so I'll take away those 10 from 60, so 7:50. And it takes him 43 minutes, so I need to take away 40 from that. Well, if I take away 40 minutes, because I need to set off what time I set off, which is going to be on here. Take away 40 minutes. Well, that 50 minutes take away 40 is going to get me to 7. Oh, I've put the decimal point in the wrong place. 7:10. And then I've got to take away another 3 minutes. So that's going to get me to 7. When the decimal point there? 7:07. And that's what time I need to set off. See the way I'm using a number line? It's all about the number line. And then finally, Mrs. Simpson arrived at her office at 8:10 a.m. She has 3 jobs to complete as quickly as possible. First one, completing the finance plan. That takes 90 minutes. Reporting to a manager. That takes 20 minutes. Instructing her colleagues on the next action. That takes 35 minutes. Write down the earliest you can finish these 3 jobs on the analog clock. So she arrives at 8:10. So I'm going to use a number line to just add. 90 minutes. Well, if there's 60 minutes in an hour, I'm going to add 60 first. So I'm going to add 1 hour, which gets me to 9:10. Then I'm going to add the 30 minutes. So 9:10 gets me to 9:40. That's that one done. Now I'm going to add the 20 minutes. So 9:40, 9:50, 9:60. But the 60 minutes in an hour, so that gets me to 10 a.m. And then add 35 minutes. So it's going to be 10:35 a.m. But I need to write it on the analog clock, okay? So it's going to be 35 minutes past. So like that's the hour, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's past 10. So I'll bring this round. It's not past 11. It's not past 9. It is past 10. And it's about halfway past 10. And that is my time. Now, year 6. As I said, time is a funny one. And we'll have some people who are amazing at number but can't do time. We'll have some people who really struggle with number stuff, so would normally do ready. But then when it comes to time, are really, really good at it. Time is a funny one, okay? So try your best. Take your time. That's so funny. And choose ready, steady, or go. So they're all word problems. However, if you ask somebody who is that first bit and you don't know how to tell an analog time, just spend some time today practicing it, okay? So if possible, grab your clock down. If you've got a clock around the house, and as long as it's not like a radio operated one, you should be able to turn the time. And just mess around turning the time. So like, just twist it around randomly, stop it, and then work out what time it is, okay? Then twist it around again, stop it randomly, work out what time it is, Okay, spend some time today practicing that. Hopefully we've still got analog clocks. I know a lot of us just have digitals because it's on devices and stuff. Spend some time doing that then, okay? Year 6, I need to be quiet now because this video has been like 15 minutes. I will see you in the next maths lesson. Tomorrow we're continuing time, but we're looking at timetables, I think. Okay, goodbye.